Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Melissa, and I know it's been a hot minute. There's been a lot going on, but I'm gonna save that for another video, another time perhaps, because today I really want to focus on the Sephora VIB sale. It's starting today. Today is Friday the 30th, so it's all access for the VIB Rouge folks, and then it staggers for people at other levels. So I thought I would do like I've done in years past, where I go through things that I've marked as loves, because those are the things that I want to go through and see what exactly I'm going to order. So I thought I'd just share what's in my love section and just kind of chit chat a little bit about them. I'll be making my order sometime over the weekend. I'm a little bit more excited about this sale than I was back in the spring. We were in deep in the throes of quarantine, and I had to work pretty hard to come up with 2 items that I wanted to order. Seriously had to work hard. Not so much this time. There's a lot of good stuff on here. I hope that I have identified some gift sets, but if not, that's always places to look if you're shopping for people too. So, which I will be, but I don't be talking about it that much because some of those people watch my videos and I don't want to spoil any surprises. So let's get into it. I am going to share my screen with you. These are all the items that I have in my loves list. I do this when I read about a product or see someone mention a product or see something new that catches my eye. I put it in this loves area so that I can keep tabs on it and see if I really want to make an order at whatever time. So I've been shopping, virtually shopping, so let's get started. I have this sorted from low to high price-wise just because that's what makes sense to me. And we'll just get after it. I do have, the first thing on this list is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder in the mini, because I really wanted to try it. That's probably been in here for a year. And I'm not so sure I will really purchase this, but I love, when I want to try a new product, when it's offered in a mini, I'm like, yes, I like that, because then, you're not buying a whole big one, and it gives you enough to try it. So, particularly for me trying things for this channel, I like that a lot. Another item I have on here is the Ordinary 100% Organic Cold Press Rose Hip Seed Oil. It's $9.80, and this is something I'm experimenting a little bit with my skincare, and I want to add a few things to maybe help with hyperpigmentation. And as you get older, your skin does change. This oil has been shown to reduce signs of photoaging and many other skin conditions. So, it's a very affordable price, so it's something that I'm thinking I want to try for adding that to my skincare routine. I am still using the Curology, but post-summer, it's been a lot to get my skin back to where it was pre-summer. This next item is the Inky List Oat Cleansing Balm, and I really do want to try this, but it's out of stock. So obviously I won't be able to pick it up, but it is something that I'm very interested in, a cleansing balm. And I like the fact that this is in a tube, so you're not sticking your fingers in or having to use a spatula. And it gets, 4 out of 5 stars, so that's something I'll keep my eye on. This next is a set from the new Rare Beauty line by Selena Gomez, and I'm intrigued by some of the products that she has offered. I think they've had some mixed reviews, but I did really want to try this little cheek gel. I do hear that it's super pigmented, and I did want to try the lip balm, and I think both colors are pretty decent. A nude pink with a matte finish, that's the blush, and the lip balm is a nude mauve with a dewy finish. So both those colors I think would work for me, and yeah, so I think I'm going to give that a go, pretty definitely. just to be able to sample her product line a little bit. This next item is from One Size by Patrick Starr. He launched his brand, and I'm interested in trying this makeup dissolving mist. I think that's kind of a cool idea. He offers it in a mini, so that's definitely the way I'm going to go because, as previously discussed, I really like minis for trying out new products. And this also gets 4 out of 5 stars, so my understanding is you spray it on and it starts to melt down your makeup. And then you like massage it into your skin and use like a washcloth to wash it off. It says here you can follow up with one of the makeup wipes, but no. I just want to like remove the makeup and then maybe go into a cleanser that I would normally use. So I'm interested in giving that a try. So the next item is from Marc Jacobs Beauty. It's the Highliner Duo. It's like 2 little minis. I really like the this formula. I think they're awesome. This comes in with 2 colors, a matte dark brown and a royal purple. And just the colors appeal to me a little bit. It's just fun to have 2 smaller little eyeliners, you know, from this brand. I love this formula. It's really waterproof. You can put it in your waterline. It works great, and I think it's one of the best out there. So when I saw they offered like a holiday mini set, I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks good. They also offer a super skinny one that is great for tight lining, or if you really just want a super thin line to line with. I've also purchased that and really like it, but you know, all those little skinny pencils do have a tendency to break pretty easily, but same great formula, just kind of like a different size, if you will. So next up is a little duo from Fenty, and this is 2 little I always feel so stupid reading the names that she has on her things because I'm just not hip enough for that. But that's what it is. 2 little Stunna's mini longwear fluid lip color duos. So they're a little smaller than the full size, which I really like this formula a lot for a liquid lip. It's not super drying, so it's never going to be like kiss proof, but it will give you a really nice finish for some longevity. And I thought the colors looked pretty good. It's like a pretty bright fuchsia pink and then another red. So this next item has been something I've wanted to pick up and I just haven't gotten around to it. And it's from Wander Beauty. It's their baggage claim eye masks. So the original art come in gold. They have now like this version that's in like a rose gold. I think that's kind of cool. That's not why I just happened to remember this time to put it in my loves list for this order. So it's just in the past I've just like it keeps slipping my mind. But these come really highly recommended. They were part of the Allure Beauty award-winning products. So I do want to finally purchase this and get my hands on it. So next up is another little mini, and it's from Charlotte Tilbury, the Mini Film Star Bronze and Glow Contour Duo. This is, again, something that I'm like, oh, I should try this. I'm not a big bronzer girl, but for some reason, this is appealing to me. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. And the fact that it's a mini, again, it appeals to me. Try a small amount and see what I think. And I think what maybe I read in the comments somewhere is that the bronze color in this little mini is just a little bit more cooler toned than maybe the full size. Well, this one here, it says a lovely bronzer, highlighter duo. The bronzer gives a pretty cool tone, natural shade. The highlight is subtle and appropriate for daytime wear. Giving that a go. I don't really like a very deep bronzer, and I think it sometimes can look muddy on my skin for some reason. Maybe it's just me. So this next item is from NARS. It is the Voyager eyeshadow palette. So this comes in 3 different shade ranges. The first one is called Quartz. The next one is called Copper. No. The next one is called Suede. I think I really wanted it in the Quartz because it was just a little bit more colorful. So here's like the swatches. I think those look really beautiful and not warm or cool. They're just kind of neutral and gives you a little bit of a pop of color. I actually think this looks like it's almost set up in like duos. And of course I think they can all be interchanged, but this does appeal to me. And speaking, since we're first now getting to eyeshadow palettes, one of the things that I didn't want to miss out on, and I was afraid it might sell out before the sale, is this Natasha Denona Glam palette. Because it really was speaking to me. So I ordered this a few weeks ago, and I played with it today, and I'm just getting to know it. Cool toned, like natural tones eyeshadow. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm really excited to play with it a little bit more and really get to know it a little bit better. Next up is this little mini caviar stick set from Laura Mercier. And you know, while I prefer the Bobbi Brown formula, I did put this in my loves list in case I decided it was something I wanted to go after. I'm really on the fence with this because I really do prefer the Bobbi Brown shadow sticks. That formula is so much better. I just think it's longer wearing and just looks better. So I'm hoping that she will come out with a little set for holiday, but I have not seen anything like that. Although, just recently I saw that, you know, Bobbi Brown sold her brand to Estee Lauder probably 2 or 3 years ago. And she has recently relaunched a new brand that's run by Bobbi Brown. And I'm very intrigued by it. Yes, it's called Jones Road. And she has some interesting, very simple products in there. And that's something I'm thinking, like, the timing is really pretty spot on considering where we are in the world right now. It's very much like a minimalist makeup, at least with the first items that she's launched, which seems to kind of like tie into the whole people aren't wearing as much makeup these days because of wearing masks and just working from home, but maybe you want a little polish. So, you know, some of the key things are like a Miracle Balm, which is like a cheek color. There's, you know, some little lip glosses, and then like something that's calling a sparkle wash, which looks like it could be like a little eyeshadow with a doe foot applicator. Boy, that just took a turn, didn't it? All right, let's go on. The next thing here is something that I'm like thinking, should I stock up on this? I really like this foundation. It's from Makeup Forever. It's the Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. Whew, really like it. And I'm like, should I buy it? Buy a backup? Because I can get 20% off? That's always the dilemma. And so I'm like, well, I don't really need it right now. And should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Do you guys buy backups? I have done it in the past, and then like by the time I get around to using that, you know, backup, I'm like, meh, I don't love this as much anymore, or my tastes have changed, or my skin has changed, or whatever. And so, do I want to buy a backup of something that I'm not out of yet? This next item is from Isla, the I Heart Clean Holiday Set. Comes with a little cream eyeshadow with a doe foot applicator and a little eyeliner and a mascara. So the colors look nice. I think this looks kind of pretty and neutral and not like too warm. So they're calling this a liquid powder chromatic eye tint. It's a brand that intrigues me, and I'm like, do I want to get to know it better? I really want to try the Isla Super Serum Skin Tint with an SPF 40 foundation. And this gets really good reviews. It has a nice shade range, and I think I saw this on a list that was like good for older women that it, worked well with more mature skin. Yeah, let me know if you've tried that. It is just very intriguing, this like serum foundation. And it's going to be sheer, but I'm okay with that. I find I like less coverage on me. I think it looks less aging to have something that's a little bit sheerer foundation wise. So this next item would be a repurchase for me, and I haven't used it in a really probably over a year because I've had other eye creams that I've been testing and using and trying, and it's the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Do It Eye. No, it's a funny little name, and I never say it right, even when I'm reading it. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Do It Right Eye Gel, and I really liked this product so much, but I did just pick up a drugstore eye cream that I'm giving a try. And in case you're wondering what that is, it's from Neutrogena. It's the Rapid Wrinkle Repair Eye Cream that has some retinol in it. Comes in a tube like this. The Curology doctor recommended it because that's like, could you recommend a good eye cream? And I feel like they're very non-partisan to suggest products. They suggest high-end and low-end, and I'm like, well, let me see what I think of the drugstore. And this one is really a nice little formula. It is really like light. It's more serum-y, not such a heavy cream. But I like the way it feels. Still getting to know it, but giving that a go. Alright, these next two are two like luxury brand eye quads or quints. And this comes, recommended from someone that I follow on Instagram. She's done some really, she used to do some really great eye looks from palettes. She would do 10 looks one palette, but I think she's changed careers and she's not as active on Instagram anymore. But I will include a link to her Instagram page because there's so much great inspiration there. And if you're an eyeshadow lover, you should get to know her and see some of her ideas. But she was talking about these two brands and like how much she really likes the formulas for these and how much she recommends them, even though they are high-end. And she doesn't always recommend high-end, but anyway, here we are. So the first one is from Dior, and I have tried Dior quads before and not been super impressed, but I did like this this color story, and this is called Tutu, Shades of Pink and Brown and Pearly Lavender. Like, wow, I think that looks gorgeous. And she had done some eye looks with this that I thought were really spectacular. And I think this looks pretty beautiful. So I'm very tempted by this. It does come in a bunch of other color stories that are less interesting to me. Like, I wouldn't spend this money for a basic look like that. Or that. Yeah, this one really speaks to me. So, yeah, and I'm really liking smaller eyeshadow palettes. I know I just bought this, but that's a unique case, she says. So that's one. Let me show you the other one. So the other one is from Tom Ford, and she really, okay, she went into it. She went into how some of the quads are like this. They're just plain pans. But some of them are like this with the TF stamped in it, and she feels like that is a different formula, and that formula is so much more superior than the ones with no TF stamped in the pan. And she really recommends this very basic quad, which is called Nude Dip, Light Frosted Gold, Rosy Copper, Neutral Taupe, and Dark Brown. Like, okay, that could be my go-to look for here till eternity. And so these can be worn wet or dry. So it says here, pro tip, select Tom Ford shades can be worn both wet and dry. Just look for the Tom Ford logo imprinted on the powder formula to know if your favorite quad can be applied both wet for a bold effect or dry for a soft sheer finish. Ah, but that price tag is pretty scary. All right, this next item is, so as you know, I think almost every year that I do this list, I throw the NuFace device in on it because I'm like, I really would like to try it. It's a lot of money. I'm not really a super dedicated, like, will I do it kind of person, but I am intrigued by it. And then I saw that Foreo has something similar out that is called Bare Facial Toning Device. And this is also FDA approved microcurrent device. I think what I read in an editorial that this one actually has a little bit more stronger microcurrent waves, so it works a little bit faster than, say, the NuFace, and it is a little less money. So this is $300, and it does come in a mini or a full size, but this, the one I'm looking at is the full size because it is, I don't know, I think I would want a full size. Oh, and the other thing with this is I think the time required for the NuFace is longer than the Bare. The Bare, I think you can accomplish it in like 2 minutes, maybe, whereas the NuFace takes a little bit longer. So do your research. This is something I'm really seriously considering because, you know, I'm not getting any younger. And so if I do pick that up, I will probably pick up a full size of the serum. They call it serum. So this is the serum that you have to apply to your face to make the current work with your skin and the muscles underneath. So it does come with a sample size, but from what I saw, it only lasts for like 2 or 3 applications and then you're done. The other difference is that this, you wipe off the serum. The NuFace, you can leave the serum on. And for me, that's kind of a no. I don't want to leave the NuFace serum on my face because I'm going to be applying my own skincare that I personally like, as opposed to leaving their skincare on because I don't know. I just would prefer to know what I'm putting on my face. So that's what I know about this little system. Then this last thing I added to my loves list. I added without even looking to see what the price tag was. And I was going through this and I was like, what? $349? That's crazy. So this is just a micro needling tool with additional attachments. And I'm like, $349 for that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in trying micro needling, but not for that price tag. And, you know, some of the attachments, let's go up here. So it comes with the face micro tip, then it comes with a body micro tip, and an eye micro tip, and a lip micro tip. You know, they're just smaller, and then some icing cryo roller attachments. So I guess you do get a lot of attachments, but I mean, do I need a lip tip and an eye tip, or could that work? I'm not sure what the difference is. And am I going to be microneedling my body? No. So that wraps up what I have on my loves list for the Sephora sale. I will be going through this very carefully and making my order because I want to keep it at a certain price point. And once that comes in, I'll be sharing it with you. So happy shopping, enjoy the big discount, and I'll be seeing you again real soon. I upload videos every Saturday morning, and I'll include a link to the last video I uploaded here, which it's been a few weeks. And over here, I'll let YouTube select something that they think you might enjoy. See you real soon. Bye.